It's disembarkation day. Wah, wah, wah.
I had such a good cruise, though. This was the best ever.
Ever.
Yes.
Welcome back to your Daily Dose, everybody. Today we are going to have a lovely review of Concierge on the Disney Wish. Before we do that, we actually get escorted off the ship. It's a different process than normal. So I want to document that and see how that goes. We're going to drive home and yeah, we're going to talk about our cruise. Right, Dad?
You betcha.
Right?
You betcha.
Yeah? Yes.
Bet your booty.
Susan, shake your booty. Good job, Mom. The nice thing about Concierge is the lounge here on the Disney Wish is right by all the rooms. It takes like 20 seconds to walk down the hall and you're there. Breakfast. Say goodbye to the pain of the past. Here's a look at the continental breakfast that they have here in the morning on disembarkation day. A lot of good options. I imagine this. I'm not hungry after Enchante last night of eating so much food, so I'm unfortunately not going to take advantage of anything besides the coffee. I lived in this lounge with the coffee. At 7:15 is when they escort down. They also do it at 8 o'clock, so there's two different times here for Concierge. We're going to try to do 7:15 one since we're here right now.
Yeah, so let's go up and get our luggage.
Disney Wish, and hope you have a safe and pleasant journey home.
All right, we're going to get escorted off here.
They just opened for everybody.
So,
Blanca will be waiting
Blanca?
for you on deck 12.
Oh.
Sorry, on the elevator.
okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, so they just call somebody and we walk to the elevators and that's all we got to do. Don't have to use any brain power. Sad day.
Yes, it's a sad day, but we had such an experience, such a wonderful time. Just gonna look back on all those memories.
The last elevator. No. What do we got to do to stay? It says going up, but I think they scan it and they'll send us down. Yeah. See that? That's cool. The express elevator. I got a feeling I'm forgetting something. That's never a good feeling. All right.
It's because we got off so fast.
No, I don't want to get off. Thank you. So it looks like now we just hop in the regular line. Right now we are cleared for customs and everybody who wants to express can get off. Pablo!
See you next
Bye.
time. Good to see you guys.
Love Pablo. They just redo that? I don't know why it's marked off.
Yep, one that line all the way to the right. Yeah, all the same.
Have your card? Alright, no rush. Oh, one key per stateroom, they said. You're good. Say bye, vacation.
Bye-bye. Vacation. Till next time, I think we'll be back. We had such an amazing time.
It's on to Disney World now. All right, bye. Look, it's Taylor Swift. My goodness, we actually have a huge update here once you get off a Disney cruise ship at Port Canaveral. Ladies and gentlemen, they finally have facial recognition. Recognition? You don't need your passport. Well, they do recommend having your passport out, but all they do is scan your face. They don't have to check your physical passports anymore, which means a faster de-embarkation day. All right, folks, we are back home after our lovely drive from Port Canaveral. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We wanted to talk about our experience for your guys' first experience on a Disney cruise, and of course, Concierge. So when we first walked on, how did you guys feel? Because you guys haven't been on a Disney cruise. You had no idea what to expect except for watching these videos.
For me, it was the atrium. It was different than other ships. I for some reason thought it was going to be bigger, but it was beautiful.
She misses the promenade, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
From Royal. That's all she has to compare it to.
That's all I have to compare to, correct.
I compare it to the other cruise lines like Royal. This Wish is just first class in all the woodwork, the details, the carpeting, the railings, all the theming. They just went overboard on the Wish compared to the other cruise lines. And you'll see that right away as you get on there. It's a plush looking type cruise, and you just feel good going through the areas.
And before we even got there, like scanned in, our Concierge Experience actually begun. So when you go Concierge before anybody else on your cruise, you can book whatever you want. So the dining, anything, you have availability to do so. They reach out to you and say, hey, today's the day of booking. What do you want to do? You can pretty much do anything, which is insane. Before like the gold Castaway members can do that. And also, we didn't have a time slot. We could arrive whenever. So we arrived so early, we went through security, and they guided us through the lounge, which was, honestly, the lounge fell short of my expectations. I mean, it's just a lounge. I thought it was gonna be like gold in there and stuff. But it was really cool that we had a separate area.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I agree, it was just a lounge. But the service in the lounge was incredible.
Well, we're talking about the lounge before we got on the ship.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah, we're not talking about what's on the ship.
Oh,
yet.
yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. That
initial.
I mean, it was just like
actually boarded.
It was a waiting room.
Yes.
It was a waiting room. I thought there was gonna be gold plates in there. I'm just playing, guys, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a lounge, like before we get on the ship. Just the secret area that we got to wait. That was cool though. They escorted us somewhere else.
It was nice though to have that lounge, because a lot of people, if you don't have that, you're waiting outside, you're in the terminal, and that this was just a very nice, quiet place for us to be.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. I suppose when you think about it that way, it's just a pre-board area.
Yeah, doesn't need to be crazy. I just thought it was gonna be like marble and stuff, but that's just me watching movies and seeing crazy things.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
Now, also part of Concierge, you get to board before anybody else. The family of the day, they boarded before us. We were the third family to board, which is wild, which is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
And this being their first experience, they have no idea like what else there is outside, so they don't really have anything to compare it to.
It's very personalized too when you board, and if I recall, I don't think they do that on other cruise lines, where when you board, they say your name.
Oh no.
That's a very personal touch.
Yeah, they don't do that. It's only on Disney.
Yeah.
How was boarding, Dad?
Oh, great. It's wonderful to be welcomed, which Disney does a great job on that. They welcome you with the announcement of your name. You go into the atrium. They have some characters. I think Cinderella was there waving at us, welcoming us, along with all the other crew members and everything. It was a homey effect. I liked it.
It was, I agree. It was that warm feeling. For sure.
It's really good for families.
For the other cruises, you just walk on and you just go on.
And out you go, and you figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Figure it out.
Another thing that we had no idea about was when we board in your concierge. Again, this is more of a concierge review because we've never done it. Was we could have gone to 1923 for breakfast. That's the only place you can actually have breakfast, I believe, on that ship on boarding day. So that was only for concierge. Actually, I think it was like lunch. I don't know. We had an option to go eat. We decided not to because we went to a live stream, but that was just like another perk that you could have done. And also another perk too, I believe rooms were ready at 1:45 for us, like a whole hour before like everybody else's staterooms are ready, which is cool. Another cool perk of.
I think it might have even been just a little bit earlier than that too.
Could have been 12:45.
I think it was 12:45.
Yeah.
12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was nice.
Oh yeah, because regular rooms are at 1:45.
And our bags were there right away. Yep.
Yes. Make sure you
Sometimes you're
tip them
sitting
well.
there. Yeah.
Tip them like
Sometimes you're sitting
10,
there
15.
for hours waiting for your bags. No, we got there to our room. Our bags were right there.
This is very nice. And then we went up to a room, obviously saw our crazy stateroom. We got a 1-bedroom suite, which was incredible. We wanted to do something a little bit different for concierge because you can just get like a regular deluxe veranda or just like a veranda like any other cruise ship. But we wanted to do something a little bit different and get a 1-bedroom, as you guys probably saw, or a whole series documenting on boarding day, which was wild. What do you guys think about the room?
I honestly did not know what to expect, but I just kept walking in there. Wow, wow, wow. The bathroom for the main bedroom, it was bigger than a hotel.
That's
And then
huge.
there was 2 bathrooms, big huge
bathtubs.
Showers were phenomenal, great size. Just
Immaculate.
yes, immaculate. And then they had laid out the hand soap and lotion and little jars in there with Q-tips, and I'm trying to think what else was in there, but just so many special touches.
And then we had 2 balconies. Each section had a balcony, which was long and
Yeah.
big. That was nice too.
Currently creating a post on Instagram, so I wasn't ignoring you guys, just
Oh.
to let you know. Dad's taking a little break here for a second. However, we're gonna stick in with the room because we're on this topic. The service once we got into the room is something I've never experienced before.
Correct. That's all I got right at the moment.
That's all you got. Like, we had people come in after like each other introducing themselves, explaining
yeah,
all of our
yeah.
perks, everything, and kind of just really outlined what we needed to know before we went and did everything, which was great. I mean, I didn't know a regular stateroom could be upped in service, but I really felt it. Big time.
Oh, for sure.
Big time.
For sure. Yeah. Lawrence that we had was just top notch. So pleasant, so professional. He just did a great job, and he was just very, very caring.
Always remembered
he was
her name.
Always this, and
Always remembered her name.
Yes.
And I saw him talk to everybody else. Always remembered their names. It was crazy. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was just you could feel the level of service just go up, which I didn't know was possible on Disney Cruise because it's normally amazing in itself.
Yeah.
It was way better than Club at Disney World. Way better. Kind of felt like that, but like on a higher level.
Well, see, and for you can make a better comparison than what Jerry and I can, because we've never experienced anything else on a Disney cruise other than Concierge. So you're saying in general Disney cruises the service is just
Still really
incredible.
good too.
Yeah.
Concierge or what? Concierge?
Yeah.
Concierge. My mom likes to say it.
Concierge.
Concierge.
Maybe I was just I don't know.
Speaking of this, I know we have a question, and where is it here? Doo-doo-doo. Please talk about how much it cost you for this whole trip. Hard numbers, Jay. It's so funny because we were on the ship like the last night and we were looking at our Space 220 vlog, and people were like saying, like, don't talk about prices. Well, it's kind of like our job to report on the prices. So with this cost us about $7,000 for the room. We saved up for this one. And then obviously like our other expenses, I think were like another additional $1,000 on the cruise with like the dinners, the merch that we bought, some drinks that weren't included in the lounge. We'll get that a little bit later. Those were the numbers. But I think concierge, you can usually cruise for about $4,000 to $5,000. It really kind of depends per cruise, and that's just like a regular cabin, not a 1-bedroom. That's why it costs way more for us, because we decided to go basically one of the top-notch ways you can go.
For sure.
Did I miss anything? I don't think I did.
No. I mean, you know, a couple, like you said, a couple of the added expenses were maybe a few drinks. But that was the nice thing about cruising Concierge.
Concierge.
And I'm not a big drinker, so I don't, number one, when I'm on a cruise, I don't spend money on drinks, very, very little. But being able to go in the Concierge Lounge between 5 and 10, I could have that glass of wine if I wanted to, and I didn't think twice about it. Or I could try a drink if I wanted to. That was nice, and you can take your drink out of the lounge as well. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I know, but sometimes in a lounge, you know, they prefer that you just maybe have your drink in there. But so yeah, that was nice. Otherwise, I typically probably wouldn't spend any money on a drink. It's just me.
I couldn't find a report to get emailed to me, but that's kind of like my guess, just like an extra $1,000, even with the cabana too. But that was gifted from our travel agent, Zach. Thank you for that,
Thank you, Zach.
I'll leave his link down below for anything. If you guys want a free quote, it'll be down below. Speaking more towards the lounge, we kind of like headed right to the Concierge Lounge pretty much as soon as we could. All the hours, I believe, are from like 7. You can go whenever you want, first of all, but the food is like from like 7 till 10. It changes actually every day. Some stuff stays the same. As far as the food, if you followed along, go watch all those videos. I'll compile it probably into one video if you want to see all the details. Food was really, really good. That was probably one of the best parts. Same with the coffee. I love the coffee machine.
Yeah, the coffee. Now Kyle wants to get one of those in his house.
Gosh.
Yeah.
The lounge is the biggest on a Disney cruise, and the nicest thing is we just had to go down the hallway, because I know on other cruise ships it's not where you need to be and you kind of have to travel to it.
Yeah.
So with this, it's all in one location, and I feel like the one disadvantage of not like knowing what else there is out there on this cruise is, for you guys first-time cruisers, you might have missed out on other areas of the ship where you can chill out, because I feel like we were just locked into the lounge, and that's all we really kind of wanted to experience.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you pay for that lounge, use it.
So good. Food was amazing. They can pretty much get you food from anywhere on the ship too.
Yeah.
The concierge staff was amazing.
They were. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. They dress typically as waiters, you know, so you know who they were and everything. So they were very sharp-looking crew members, and really great.
Yeah. They were very, very attentive.
Very.
Yes.
Very. And they're like, "Oh, good to see you, Kyle." You know, they knew your name. It's crazy how they have a lot of. I think it was like a sold out concierge, but they knew everyone's name from what we could see again. And this cruise is a little bit different too, because they usually have more families. I actually think we do have a question referring it to this. How many kids were there on this time? I guess there weren't that many compared to other cruises, especially Concierge. But I feel like everywhere else besides Concierge, you know, it's a Disney cruise. There's always going to be kids.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like it was as many as I've seen in the past.
Yeah. And I can't make a comparison there
True.
at all. But yeah, I mean, obviously there were kids, but it was
Disney.
Great.
Yeah.
It's Disney. Yeah, you're gonna go on a Disney cruise.
There'll be some kids crying here and there, but
Yeah, expect kids. I mean, that's who kids are.
do you think you
I guess
missed
that's
out?
parents too. We love Disney, so we're kids at heart.
Do you think you missed out on anything with just being a concierge? Because personally, me just knowing what the ship is, I feel like we did, but did you feel like?
No, I mean, it's just like anything. If you don't know what's out there, you don't know what you missed. I feel very satisfied with what we did, what we saw, taking advantage of the Concierge Lounge. Why not?
I mean, we missed out on like extra purchases for coffee, like if they have good coffee around the ship. Maybe just chilling on the lounge areas we've missed, but like honestly, like I don't know. It's just really hard to leave that out lounge and that section of the ship.
Yes, it is.
Because you just want to enjoy it because it's so nice. It's different. Because I know one of you guys actually also asked another question. Do you think it's worth it for first-time cruisers? Which is why I kind of wanted to ask you more about that. Like, do you recommend it for first-time cruisers?
Oh, I do. If you can, do it.
If you can do it, yes. I mean, and I'm assuming
Save the money up and do it.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, it's just like anything. I mean, if save your money if you want this wonderful opportunity. It's just like when you go to the Disney parks. Do you want to save up your money for a VIP tour guide? Kind of the same thing. You know, and it's what you want out of your vacation. And as a first-time cruiser, just like what I said before, if you've never experienced it, you don't know what you're missing. Same with here. We don't know what we may have missed on the ship because we don't
that
know
much.
what's out there.
Maybe meet and greets.
So-
Like, it was just a different cruise, you know?
You know, I'm going to take that back a minute though. For someone for a first cruise, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend that, because if it's your very first cruise, you don't know if you're going to like cruising. You don't know how you're going to handle the ship, and maybe just do a short cruise and see how you like cruising in general first. Then if you
Then
find
maybe
it,
invest.
then
Okay,
you
yeah.
find if you really, really like cruising, save up, try it, go for it.
It's gonna be really hard to go like back to a normal cabin.
Oh
just
my
with
gosh,
just
yes.
Like, the whole experience. Like it's night. It's crazy. I just didn't think it would
Yeah.
even get better, but it did.
Yeah.
It was like, holy cow. Just the fine touches, obviously, the extra room, the staff, everything was amazing. Even the food inside there. I really want I want to go there now just to get the French toast, the roll up. So good.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, the food was just it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Definitely want to do it again, but I don't know. It's gonna take a while to be able to afford that bad boy again. It's a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
Focusing more on some of the perks of the concierge is actually from 5 till 10, free drinks.
All the drinks, free, which is included.
Anything your heart desires, free.
These two had some great brandy old fashions.
It was good. Good times.
Those were good. Yeah.
If you like that drink, yes.
Yes, very true.
Any drink is free.
See, this is why if you're a returning cruiser on the Disney Wish too, you won't feel bad about missing some of the shows, because the shows are during that time, 5 to 10. We skipped the Aladdin one, which I'm really sad we did, but we just kind of chilled in the lounge, had some drinks. If you're a repeat cruiser, you won't really feel as bad personally, because you want to enjoy the lounge, you enjoy some drinks, you want to relax. It's a whole different world up there. It really is. No pun intended, because we missed Aladdin.
Yeah. You know, but it's also, when the shows are going on too, it's kind of a good time. If you don't want to do the show, like Kyle said, either just relax in the lounge or walk the ship.
That too.
Because a lot of people are either at the shows or they're dining. So it's a good time just to kind of be able to explore and take your time. We actually went in the store for a little bit there. Yes.
Exclusive merch. Love that.
Yes,
Love that. Have to get that. That was a good time.
Right.
Speaking of the shows too, you can show up 45 minutes beforehand and get whatever seats you want. That's a cool perk as well. The whole experience was just amazing, but it kind of comes down to the question, was it worth it? Because that's literally what all you guys had asked on Instagram. Kyle, is it worth the price? I'll leave it up to you guys.
Oh goodness.
It's a loaded question.
mean, it is a loaded question, because it's really just kind of relevant to like, how much do you want to spend, and how much, you know, how long is it going to take you to save up for that? How often do you want to go on vacation? You know, I mean, if you only go on vacation, let's just say every 3 years, and you're able to save that up during those 3 years, yes, go for it, absolutely. But what I talked about before, if it's your first time cruising, probably maybe don't do it right away. Just try a cruise in general before you spend that kind of money.
What about your first Disney cruise? Because this was your guys' first Disney cruise. Was it worth it for that?
I would say absolutely, because I don't know if I can go back. You know, it'll be hard. It'll be hard. But Disney does such a phenomenal job, no matter where you are on the ship.
I mean, we've been on other cruises. We've been on Carnival. You've been on Virgin. We've also been on Royal Caribbean. So we're comparing all that to the Wish, and there really is no comparison. The Wish is Disney cruises are high class.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it at affordable prices for standard rooms and everything, compared to a Carnival cruise. Carnival cruise will give you deals, maybe $300-400, you know, for a room and everything. But you'll see the difference. You'll see it's a smaller room. You won't get the service. There's a lot of activities on Carnival cruises, but Disney has the same thing too. You can go to a little bar on the side. They got karaoke, they got music, you can sing, you can dance.
Mm-hmm.
They got Star Wars, on and on. Carnival and Royal Caribbean, we love them, but they just have a little something different. Again, Disney for me is first class cruising.
Something I liked was the horn.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, they play Disney music.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite thing? What was your favorite thing?
Well,
That was a good touch, actually.
Yeah, that's another very open-ended question.
Well, they want to know. It's your first.
I know,
What stood out the
that's-
most? Let's get away from concierge. Regular, everything outside of concierge. What was the favorite thing that you just comes to your mind right now?
The atrium.
Dad, what comes to your mind right now?
It's the workmanship and quality of the ship itself compared to Disney. I mean, compared to Carnival, Universal.
Universal, they had ships.
They should build one. It's just the quality of the ship, and as you walk into the atrium, you walk into the hallways, you go to the theaters and everything.
So the beauty of the ship.
The beauty of the ship.
beautiful.
The atrium is just magical.
Yeah, it's stunning. It's Cinderella,
Yeah,
you know?
it's magical. Yeah.
You know what was magical? Or a dining team as well. Remember a dining team?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, we didn't get to see them much just because it was more about concierge. And this morning we would have had an opportunity to see them at Marvel. So you guys didn't get to experience what Marvel looked
See,
like.
now there's one thing we don't know.
We
know
skipped
what we
that
missed.
to do
Yeah.
an upgrade. It was great. I'm not even hungry still from last night. But you guys didn't see that. But our dining team was great, you know?
Yeah.
For how little we saw them for 2 nights.
They were very attentive.
And they gave us we honored them. Remember? We honored them with a little grass on our head. They gave us that. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cute. That was fun. That was very fun. You guys with your little grass on your head, mine with my little ducky. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
What do we got? Anything else?
Do you have any tips for first timers? From Kat Coppersmith? Any tips for first time cruisers? Since you guys were first time Disney cruisers.
Well, we're first time Disney cruiser, but not first time cruiser in general.
I think it's actually kind of hard for you to answer that because I was the one in charge of everything, like the DCL app.
Yeah.
They didn't really have their phones on the whole time. Make
Right.
sure you have the DCL app.
Yeah.
Try to...
Do your homework.
Yeah.
Really. Do your homework before you go.
We actually met so many that said, we saw your videos on just the Disney Wish itself and it helped a lot. So
Yeah.
go look at the catalog.
There you go. But yeah, do your homework. You know, make sure, like Kyle said, download the app before you go. Get familiar with the app. But some of the stuff because I didn't have my phone on at all because we just relied on Kyle, which was nice. I totally unplugged and that was nice. And you can still unplug if you want, but you know, you can put your phone on airplane mode, open up the app. But I think are some of the things not on the app until you actually get on the ship.
I have a video that actually kind of shows everything. I didn't do this cruise.
So that, I mean, you can get familiar with the app, but there are things on the app that are not available until you actually get on the ship. So, but ask if, you know, there's There's crew members everywhere.
Premium Wi-Fi is way better than the regular Wi-Fi, by the way. If you want to watch anything, do the premium. It was definitely worth it. I think for me, this whole experience was worth it. Obviously, to experience it with my parents because we wanted to go all out since it was their first cruise. One of my favorite things was the cabana. That cabana was beautiful. 19 was great because we were just in a corner by ourselves.
Yeah.
Total relaxing. The whole trip was relaxing, even though I'm like filming and editing the whole things. It was great. It was great.
The food on that island, Disney's Island, was really good. Really, very, very good. But yeah, the cabana was nice because, like we said, we were way down at the end, so we were away from all the hustle and bustle, all the people, and don't get me wrong.
Hustle and bustle. I don't think anyone's really hustling and bustling on vacation.
Well, but I mean, when there's just a lot of people around, there's a lot of movement. For us, it was just very peaceful to be way down at the end in the cabana and just, I sat back and read my book.
You know what my favorite thing is? Dad just sitting here and listening.
I was going to say something else. And
we just had such a good time.
First time cruisers too. Like we talked about getting familiar with the app. But honestly, pack light. Pack light. You don't need.
So you have room for merchandise?
Well, yeah, that too. But you don't need to, unless you're doing a Disney vacation, park vacation after or before your cruise. That's different. But if you're just going on the cruise, pack light. You don't need a lot.
All right, summarize your experience up in like a couple sentences. Because I think, hopefully this was helpful. We love Concierge. We loved it, we loved it, we loved it. If you can get a good price, do it. You're going to have the time of your life. Even if it's your first cruise or not. Because then it gives you an excuse to go back and enjoy it just like how everybody else usually does. So summarize your experience. We're going to start with Silent Dad over there.
I am not silent.
Well, you're listening, Dad. Listening, Dad.
And getting all the information.
Listening, Dad.
In my brain. Yes. I think, like we're always going to say, is do your homework. Very important on that. But there are so many places on the ship that you can just relax, you can explore, things to do with the family. There are so many activities for the kids. There's actually, it was like a daycare a little bit.
Oceaneers Club,
yeah.
Oceaneers.
Kids go in there and
that's nice.
You guys just go in your separate way. The food is always available all day long. Quiet areas. There's the pool, of course, the slides. What kind of slide did you guys go on? The
Aquamouse.
Do the Aquamouse.
Do the Aqua.
So each Disney ship, I think, has different water.
Aqueduct.
Usually. And it's great. So do that.
What'd you do Concierge again?
Oh, yes.
There we go.
I like to have service done for me, sitting there, and they ask you want another drink or you want this. You go help yourself to that. Again, great. A nice quiet area. The kids were there's some children there. They had a little children's movie screen while you're enjoying yourself with other ship people. You know, you meet so many different friends. They're watching something or doing some areas.
Some people are giving dirty looks to kids too. Like the older people are like, all right, Mom, how'd you like it? It's great, right?
It was great. It was great. It was, I don't know, for lack of a better word, I'm going to use a Disney word, magical. It was magical.
It was a wish come true.
It was a wish come true. Absolutely. It was just, for cruising, go to your own pace. Do it at your own pace. There's, you're hungry. There's always, you don't want to eat. You don't want to go to the dining room. There's other options for you.
Cruise how you want to cruise.
Yes,
cruise
correct.
how you want to cruise. And if you guys have any questions that we probably missed here down below, I know my dad will probably be commenting on a lot of these. He loves to read your guys' comments every single day.
Does.
Read them all. Read them all.
I think that's probably gonna be a wrap here for our concierge trip. It was amazing. Thanks for tuning along, and hopefully we answer some of your questions down below. It was completely worth it. A bucket list cruise for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow when we are gonna decorate for Halloween outside and then go to Disney World. They leave here soon though. But
Yes, we do.
bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see you on the vlog. Bye bye, everybody.